Righto, quick 10-minute run around the block. First run since I had to stop training. I'm not 100% convinced that I'm actually supposed to be allowed out for a run, but I'll explain my motives later. See you in a bit. So, a bit of an update. I went to the doctor's on Thursday. I better take this off before someone calls the police. So yeah, on Thursday I headed to the doctor and did the spirometry test, which was supposed to be that I do the spirometry, just like peak flow, lung capacity, that kind of stuff. Then they were going to give me some Ventolin and then retest to see if the baseline had changed. But they didn't bother actually doing the retest because I blew one of the highest peak flows they've seen in months, and my lung capacity's apparently big, which is good, but it just means there's an issue with the fact that I can't seem to use it at the moment, and that obviously is the issue. But it's good to know that my lungs are in good shape. But that obviously leaves me no nearer knowing what's going on. Last week I said that they thought that I had asthma, and that would appear to certainly not be the case. So then immediately after that test, I went up to the local hospital. By the way, NHS are absolutely brilliant. I know everybody knows that, but yeah, obviously recent events and things kind of do make you panic about whether we're going to have this amazing service. But I went to the local hospital to have my chest x-ray, and the results should be back with my doctor on Thursday to see if they can figure out what it is. The woman that did my spirometry used to be a respiratory nurse, and she said that it might be something called post-nasal drip, which I won't bother to explain what it is, because it's basically the mucus just runs down the back of your throat and doesn't clear properly. So I've kind of, in the interim on Thursday, I thought I'd kind of do a bit of research on what that is and what I can do about it. And it seems that it might be caused by allergies. Obviously we just got the dog, but I don't think it is that, because this isn't a new problem. So I've started a course of Claritin just to try and see if I can sort it out using antihistamine. And apparently drinking more water, which in my case would mean drinking water. I'm not very good at drinking water, so I've been doing that for the last week or so. So we'll see if that makes any differences. Another update on the January weight loss thing. Tony has magnanimously decided that because I'm not very well, he's okay with postponing it until March, which is really good of him. He's done a great job, and I think he's down to 98 kilos or something. Did the penny fan run. Ran up penny fan. I think he came 6th or something. So huge respect to you, Tony, for doing that, and also thanks for not kind of using my my predicament as a way of kind of defaulting me to having to run the prom run in a pair of speedos, because I'd really like to not have to do that. So we'll be doing that in March. And so, seeing as we've discovered that it's not actually kind of possibly going to be chest related, it might be more to do with the fact that it's an allergy or something. I'm going to get back to doing a little bit light training this week, just one thing a day. So today's Monday, I'm going to do masters tonight. Tomorrow go out for a run on Tuesday for about 15 minutes. Wednesday do a short half-an-hour turbo. Thursday go out for another 15-minute run, and then Friday I'll be back to masters. The idea being that hopefully I'll be able to see as the week progresses whether that's still going to be a major issue for me or not. It's such a stunning day out here in Bristol. Oh yeah, just a quick reminder, if you haven't liked or subscribed, it'd be great if you could do so down below. Really appreciate it. Lots of cool videos coming in the next couple of months. Alright. And so the last sort of thing I've been thinking about this week was about the Nike Vaporfly, and how it sounds like they're going to be banned in competition, and I couldn't help reading that this week and thinking, you know, good, that was my opinion. I am really aware that I've got a bit of a Nike bias, a negative one. I'm not really a big fan of the company and the kind of doping associations that have been with it. They seem to be complicit, in my opinion, with Salazar and the Oregon Project over many years of kind of not so much encouraging, but possibly just being kind of completely ambiguous on their stance really on it. And I'm absolutely 100% certain that that's why I'm pleased that the Vaporflies look like they're going to be banned. I don't really see Kipchoge's sub 2-hour marathon as really being a record, other than something that was technologically advanced. I know for a fact that it would appear that he wasn't physically any stronger than when he's run just over 2 hours. That's not to take away from the fact that the guy's an incredible athlete, but Where my problem lies, and this is completely contradictory on my part, is that I don't seem to have an issue with other technological advances, say, for example, in cycling, where there are huge amounts of it. If you take hysteresis, which is the loss of energy through the tyre shape changing under weight and under pressure, a lot of tyre companies, Continental, Vittoria, put a lot of money into trying to reduce tyre hysteresis and returning that energy into propelling the bike forward. But for some unknown reason, I don't have a problem with that. It's pretty much exactly the same thing as the Nike Vaporfly shoe. I'm not really sure why I'm so contradictory, and I know that it's completely biased, but it is an interesting observation on my part anyway. That's clearly why I have such a problem with these trainers. They do make you go faster, but not because you're physically any quicker. I think running's such a pure sport as well, that anything that blatantly speeds you up is going to be so clear. It's such a pure physical thing. Whereas cycling, well, when you ride a bike, you're essentially a cyborg. It's you in combination with the machine, and that machine is part of what you do. Whereas, I don't know, I'm contradicting myself now, aren't I? Because trainers are part of what you do, so why not develop the technology there? Anyway, this is what I mean about contradicting myself. I don't have a problem with me contradicting myself. I'm a very contradictory person all the time anyway. I'm very aware of that, and I battle with that constantly. But I am really genuinely interested in your kind of thoughts on this, and whether there's some kind of contradiction really between how we look at sports like cycling and perhaps even swimming, and something as pure as running. Anyway, that's it for me this week. Hopefully next week I will be able to show you some footage of me running and training and swimming. It won't be on the GoPro because I destroyed that. I smashed it to pieces around Christmas, and then it worked for about a week and then it's died on me, so I need to get a new one of those. I hope you have a fantastic week and a good week's training, and I'll see you in next week's video.